The nastiest, most narcissistic and manipulative person you know has just found Jesus. A tale as old as time. Whew, I did not think I'd be making a Gabbie Hanna video, especially in the big 2026. But the narcissistic rape apologist wants everyone but herself to be held accountable and can't stop talking about it. So here we are.
This video is for Trisha Paytas. This is so weird. I hate this, but I literally have to do this.
What do we think? Glasses or no glasses? My hair looks amazing, by the way. Gabbie Hanna has returned to the internet following her very public psychotic break on TikTok because I assume no one cares what she has to say about Bible thumping. She has decided to dredge up drama from the previous decade.
Trisha Paytas started a crazy, wild smear campaign against me, saying that I was a delusional stalker, that I can't be trusted, that she's afraid for her life, that I'm showing up to her house. She literally conditioned this whole audience of people who knew me and a brand new audience on Frenemies that I was just some type of psychotic person who was harassing Trisha Paytas.
The so-called healed and happy woman is obsessively talking about the people who wronged her years and years ago. If this is what it looks like to be healed, I'd rather stay unwell. Let's be blunt and get it out of the way. Gabbie Hanna is an incredibly mean-spirited person. Like many mean-spirited people, she has turned to religion, in my opinion, as a shield. Some speculate religious psychosis, but now she uses the Bible as a means to justify being hateful and judgmental and talking shit.
This video is for Tara's World and Tara's World only. If you're not Tara's World, feel free to continue watching. And Tara, if this is you watching, please watch. I'm not going to be mean to you. Hey, babe, stop doing the stuff that is hurting your soul for the sake of making money. This video is for Brooke Monk and Brooke Monk only. If you're not Brooke Monk, feel free to continue watching or not. It's totally up to you. Girl, I see, and a lot of us see, the demonic spiritual attack that you're under. You don't know me, right? But I see what you're going through. I know what you're going through.
There's no hate like Christian love. Rather than just being honest and admitting she likes talking shit, which isn't hard. Hello, controversy commentator here. She's doing so under the guise of wanting to save people to make sure that they get into heaven. I hate this about preachy religious people. If you ever tag me in a video pretending to hype me up because you think it'll soften the blatant judgment you're gonna follow with, I'm telling you to suck my dick from the back. I don't care. After forcing her religion down people's throats, she starts a podcast. In the first episode, she rants and cries about her terrible experience going up against Trisha Paytas, among others.
We're here today because I how to just jump right into it. I just need to get this off my chest. Right. But to just call this what this is, I am a victim of psychological abuse on a mass scale by many people, but spearheaded first and foremost by Trisha Paytas.
Notably and most repeatedly, Trisha Paytas and Jessi Smiles, with a sprinkle of other drama channels, as she likes to keep saying. She proceeds to take to TikTok to repeat herself again, crying again, tagging Trisha and other creators, other influencers. She stresses that the bullying she claims to have suffered at the hands of Trisha as well as Ethan Klein follows her to this day. To the rest of us, it was years ago. To her, it's still happening. Narcissistic abusers love calling everyone and their mother narcissistic abusers.
The mere image of your face, hearing your voice, triggers me because you are a narcissistic psychological abuser.
I knew someone like this. You know what? We don't gotta get into it. I'm not going to deny Gabbie Hanna's experience. She says this toxic thing has ruined her life. Essentially. Sure, her pain may be real. The claims she makes that Trisha Paytas pretended to be afraid for her life because Gabbie's scary, Gabbie's a stalker. I agree, that's a bit much. The problem is, Gabbie is not innocent in this, nor do I think she's a good person either. She is literally displaying right now, again, that she isn't the innocent, helpless victim she tries so hard to convince everyone she is.
Fuck you! Fuck all of these people for what they've done to me. And for them to be tweeting right now, I'm playing the victim. I am the fucking victim.
Why do you, Gabbie, get to take to the internet, tagging people you don't know, judging how they're living their lives, telling them to change how they live their lives? Holy the Christian audacity. Speaking down to people who don't believe the same as you.
It isn't like the intelligent and like smart stance to not believe in something you've never seen.
And no one else can do anything remotely similar? Why are you the only one who's allowed to be an asshole? Which brings us to Jessi Smiles. You might be thinking, this was over a decade ago, why are we talking about this? Because Gabbie Hanna won't stop talking about it. And how she treated Jessi Smiles reflects her character to this day. Now, I'm going to focus on Jessi Smiles because I feel so many other creators have already gone in depth about Gabbie and Trisha, and how Trisha Paytas also, you know, no one is saying she was entirely innocent either, but I don't see many people talking about the Jessi Smiles thing specifically. Jessi Smiles and Gabbie Hanna both got their start on Vine, like many YouTubers and TikToks you're familiar with today. In 2013, Curtis Lepore, another Vine star, allegedly raped Jessi when she fell asleep after hitting her head, and he promised to take care of her. Allegedly. Business Insider alleges he confessed. Jessi Smiles alleges he confessed. When all this was going down, little 17-year-old me tweeted at him calling him Curtis LaRae, and he blocked me. Fucking loser. So many people had me blocked. I should do a video on that if I can find all the screenshots of them blocking me. I was a menace as a teenager. Allegedly, Gabbie Hanna was on Twitter supporting Curtis Lepore and calling Jessi Smiles a liar. The tweets replying to her here suggest she was denying the accusations because this user is asking what is wrong with her, saying she doesn't know what she's talking about, and she better hope it never happens to her. Quote, "You have the audacity to talk shit and take a rape side," unquote. Per Business Insider, Hanna allegedly tweeted that she didn't believe Vasquez, that's Jessi Smiles, because thousands of girls had cried rape in her hometown, though she has said she deleted the tweet later that day. She also responded to one of Lepore's tweets that day and wrote, "Beware, beware, beware of a woman with a broken heart," a lyric that was popular on Vine at the time. That is so disgusting. She wants to cry about people calling her a rape apologist.
People really think I'm a rape apologist.
Meanwhile, this is the stuff that she was saying at the time. And it gets worse. To my knowledge, she has refused to own up to this and take accountability for it and acknowledge, yeah, that was up. Jessi even tweeted, "I want to make something very clear. After Gabbie's video, I tried to reach out to her in a very calm way. The second I mentioned screenshots of what she truly said on the day of TMZ, she no longer wanted to speak and said that I was threatening her. The truth is not a threat. It is a threat to someone who has not been telling the whole truth and doesn't want to be outed as being a piece of shit." That's just my opinion based on what Jessi Smiles is saying. I'm not making any accusations. I wasn't there.
Let me ask this question. Who was the one that made those DMs public?
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Everybody's really offended by things that I said in private DMs. Did I make those DMs public, or did Jessi make those public? So everybody's like, it really hurt me that you said this thing that I allegedly said to Jessi Smiles 6 years ago. Did I make that public? Did I hurt the public by saying that allegedly 6 years ago to somebody who is extremely toxic and abusive towards me? Or did Jessi do that? Did Jessi hurt all of those victims by hearing those words? That's how fucking twisted this narrative is.
What she said in this video is prime gaslighting. Prime gaslighting. To the point where I can feel myself in my chest getting angry because I dealt with shit like this. I dealt with people just like Gabbie most of my life. The only person I can see trying to twist the narrative is Gabbie. She's trying to manipulate it so the guilt falls on Jessi Smiles for exposing her, rather than sitting with her own guilt for being the one who said this disgusting shit. Essentially, if you ask me, she's saying, how dare you expose private screenshots of me being a terrible person? You're the one hurting people by doing this, not me.
It's a weird trait to want to be a victim.
And she has the nerve to call anyone else abusive. She has the nerve to say she was being gaslighted. She was the one psychologically abused. This is like abuser tactics 101. Newsflash, bitch, if you don't want your terrible behavior exposed, stop behaving terribly. If you don't want to be so intensely disliked, stop being so insufferable.
So when she acts like the victim and is wondering why all these people in her life who claim to be her friends are no longer her friends, you do things, Gabbie, to make people not be your friends.
The people on the receiving end of your toxicity have every right to bring attention to it, especially when it involves them being called a liar and about something so dark. My god, this was all 6+ years ago, mind you. She has me getting heated over extremely cold nachos. Hey, Gabbie, if you're not a rape apologist, why are you speaking to your so-called friend's alleged rape on multiple occasions. After the alleged incident had been public knowledge, that is genuinely repulsive and heinous. And then to today be acting like Me, personally, I don't have anything to say to Rick except and that's not enough to fill 3 separate conversations. First time, Gabbie alleges he FaceTimed her, but she didn't have the number saved, so she answered. Who answers a FaceTime from an unknown caller? Someone looking for a reason to be a victim? The second time, she said he asked for a selfie at an event, and she said, no, here's the selfie. Third time, Gabbie alleges he showed up somewhere, a place where Viners lived together. These were his friends, so likely place for him to appear. Jessi Smiles ends up releasing a phone call she had with Gabbie where they go over these things. Gabbie pulls the "I'm allowed to have friends" card. She says she's allowed to collaborate with people. Another instance of, I think, gaslighting. Think of this as a boyfriend getting mad at you when you're upset that he's clearly flirting with someone and he says, oh, what, I can't have friends who are girls? I can't have friends now? My question, Gabbie, is why would you want to be friends or collaborate with people who knowingly associate with an alleged rape? Take your time with that one. Gabbie claims that when he pulled her aside in this third instance, he wanted to share his side of the story and she let him, which is crazy. She claims she wanted to catch him in a lie, and Jessi Smiles says while crying, who cares? Him.
Don't tell me that, because I just had a panic attack hearing you say that you heard him out.
He said, do you mind if I tell you the story of that night? And I said, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Like, I've heard her side. You can tell me yours.
Why would you listen to him? Why would you listen to him? Like, really?
Because
why would you? He, like, even...
I was getting ready to defend you. Like, I was
But
literally
for
about to
what?
say,
Just
actually,
don't...
that's not
Just
what
say, no, sir, thanks. Like, fuck you. Like,
I deadass was waiting for him to lie. And like,
who cares? Like, just hang up. Fuck him.
Agree with her, 100%. What do you mean you wanted the alleged rape side of the story? Who cares about his side of the story? It doesn't need to be heard. What? What? He allegedly confessed, there's nothing else to say. Giving him the time of day is f***ing repulsive, I say again. If you're gonna do bad shit, at least do it with your spine and stand on business.
Obviously, because it was an over 3-hour phone call, it was very heavily edited and rearranged. I know that she said that it was only edited for brevity and that it didn't change the context, which I think would be really impossible to do out of a 3-hour phone call. And also, I don't believe that she edited it for brevity because she left in a lot of her crying. I think that she edited it to evoke an emotional response.
You manipulative, psychotic bitch.
Now, today, she is still bringing this shit up, saying Jessi would still take her down if given the chance, even though Jessi has said years ago she never wants to talk about this hoe ever again. Everyone has moved on from Gabbie Hanna, which probably really pisses her off. Everyone is doing fine in their careers, and she is so stuck on all of this shit that happened a long time ago, partially, overwhelmingly, because of her own decisions and her own behavior, and she just can't learn to let shit go. And Jessi hasn't publicly said her name in years. The voices in her head that she thinks are God must be working overtime.
God literally changes my entire For You page.
With all of this laid out on the table, can anyone explain to me why I'm meant to come to any conclusion other than personally believing Gabbie did this to herself? To a point, you tanked your reputation. You made the internet hate you, and you continue to do it by pretending your past actions never happened, as well as the religious preaching. You will never meet someone more judgmental, more condescending than someone who's found God. Gabbie Hanna can scream and cry on TikTok all she wants. What I see, and these are just my opinions, is someone who feels entitled to the fame she once had and is lashing out that she's not getting it back, while everyone else managed to stay steady. Instead of taking the time to really truly reflect and grow and heal, she has merely doubled down, now with the mask of faith on. She will continue to blame everyone but herself for her tarnished reputation. People will continue to push back, and in true narcissistic fashion, like she likes to fling at everyone else, the pushback will keep sending her into a fit because she just wants everyone to forget that she's a bad person, fall at her feet, and give her the positive attention she craves. That's how I see it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment your thoughts down below, please, and subscribe so you can catch the next one. Until next time.